Black Ink 125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now, Black Ink Radio.
Won't make me go crazy. Life lately, no, can't fake, no, gotta mold this clay. Let go, can't fake, no, gotta mold this clay. Let go, wiggle, what I saw. As I win, not a draw. If the fam ain't up to, that's a flaw. And you might have to take
I like that.
Hey.
We blowing up. We got theme songs and shit like that.
Y'all hear that Mold in the Clay theme song going on?
Got a mold in some clay.
Hey.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Pace Baby in Dayton, Ohio for creating that theme song for us. We appreciate you, bruh.
Yeah, that shit fire, bro.
Yeah, we've been holding on to that one for a good minute.
Yeah, we've been holding on to it.
But we decided to go ahead and just put it on out there for the world to hear.
Yeah.
Because we molding the clay.
Molding the hell out that clay. How you feeling, big homie?
I'm good. I'm over here, just enjoying the life.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we appreciate y'all tuning in to Mold in the Clay podcast on Black Ink Radio Atlanta, where you can catch us every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Look, 8-ish.
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 Yeah, 8-ish. It is, the goal is 8, but sometimes it's 8:15, and today it just happened to be 8:30. So we're going to say 8:30ish.
8-ish, 30-ish. Around this.
But that's all right, though. But that's all right. Because we're here, and we're here for another good episode.
Absolutely.
Today, it might get a little deep, y'all.
Here we go.
Yeah, today it might get a little deep. We talking about understanding your partner's past.
Yeah.
Because people's past is something that molds them
Right.
into who they are
Absolutely.
Super
today.
fact.
Yeah. And so if you don't understand their past, then you're never going to understand who they are as a person and why they do certain things in a relationship or why they do certain things, period.
That's a valuable lesson. And let me tell you, it took me, when did we get together? How old was I? I was in my 20s. You got the best years of me. I was in my 20s. Well, you took my best years. I think
That was my 20.
I am a cougar.
Yeah, you are, baby. You a MILF. You a MILF.
You a milk, baby.
A mother I like to, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
I'll take it.
But anyway, it took me that amount of time to understand in all my relationships that I have to know your past to truly be able to know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we speed past people past. You know what I mean? Because we look at that outer shell.
Yeah.
But then once those funny feelings fall off and you get past that outer shell, then you got to go to the inside shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where a lot of relationships fall apart because you never took time to understand that inner shell. And so when you do, you like, man, this person really effed up, or this person got a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Now, what the hell?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And for me, it's kind of hard for me to call it baggage, though. I don't like that term.
Yeah.
I don't like baggage because a lot of people don't have control over what happened in their past.
That's true.
Right.
They don't have control over that. Certainly if it was childhood stuff or
Right,
things
right.
like that. You know, and the word baggage just kind of makes it just sound like it's a horrible thing. You know,
Yeah.
but if they get with the right person that shows them, that's going to show them something different than what they're used to, like you're going to be able to crack open that shell that they have and that wall that's built up. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to talk to them and not judge them based off their past.
Right.
You know, I know when me and Clay got together, you know, I laid my shit out on the table.
Here you go.
And when I say laid it on the table, Rich Mo,
Literally.
laid it on the table.
Literally.
I was like,
It was a platter.
I said, damn, you went through all that? Like you did all that?
All that?
You did what? But I respected that though, cause she was basically like, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Either you can deal with it or you can't deal with it.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, and I was like, I mess with you. I appreciate your honesty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that story when she was walking to work, that was funny.
When she was walking to work, when she was walking home from work, I'm like, I could have came and got you.
Right.
You know
Look,
what
I lost a lot of weight doing that too.
Hey.
That's why them hips
should
and that
get-
stomach was on flat when you met me.
Yeah, well, it was. It definitely was.
But you know, that's also why I had that polka dot bag too.
Oh, let's talk
'Cause I
about
was
that.
ready to
Let's
pop-
talk about that damn
pack
polka
that
dot bag. Remember that polka dot bag I was telling y'all about in our prior episodes?
Yeah.
And while we talking about episodes, we on episode 15.
Wow. 15.
Episode 15.
Been that many?
It's been that many, big homie.
Been that many.
That's crazy.
You seen the new flyer?
Yeah, I did.
That new flyer, dope.
I posted it. Yeah, I seen it.
Come on,
Appreciate
shout
you
out to
for-
our marketing person, our team.
Yeah, team, I'm fly, royalty, Jesus in your words.
Jesus. Make sure you get those the clothing line flyer. You know, I still ain't get my shirt.
We got you.
We ain't mad. You know what I'm
She'll be
saying?
here for Pride, so I'm gonna make sure
Okay.
she bring you one.
Make sure, please,
got you.
because she owe me.
I got you.
Sure do.
Tell Jesus, don't mess it up now. You've been perfect.
But yeah, man, that polka dot bag. So her past reflected her grabbing that bag because she was so used to, in an argument, having to be the one to get kicked out or leave in a relationship. So that
pack
polka
it up
dot
and go.
bag, yeah. So she was already
She's
prepared.
a runner. She's a track star.
Yeah,
She can't take the pain. She's going to get it right.
Is that what it was? No, that really
Yeah.
what it was.
But she
though.
was used to it though.
I was used to it.
So she was
I
expecting
was
me to do the
always
same
prepared.
thing.
I was
Yeah.
always prepared. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. I'm packing shit.
So when I hit her with like, where you going? It's just a disagreement. She was like, oh, okay. But I had to understand that's what she was. Stop laughing, Rich Mo.
I ain't know. I thought she was kicking my
I'm in
ass.
pain. That hurt. Okay.
I
fuck it.
thought she was kicking
This
my
is going on.
ass.
Look, time to go.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm used to this shit.
Big
All
fun
right.
while it was lasting. I like it.
Yeah.
It was cool. You was cool, actually, but you know what?
And that's exactly what I was saying in my head, too. Get my bag, my purse, my
I ain't gonna
keys.
wait,
I
though.
wish y'all could see Rich Mo over here packing up the
ain't
stuff that's
gonna
on
wait,
this
'cause
this table.
at the end of the day-
and putting it in his
In my-
pretend
in my-
shirt, your bra.
No, this is my polka dot bag. That's funny.
But yeah.
She said, oh, wow.
But I had to understand that because I was like, this woman is crazy. I'm not putting you out. Like, you don't got to go. But
Yeah.
then when we actually had further conversation, she was like, certain things are a trigger point for her because that what was done with her in her past. So I had to
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that's done to people past that's a trigger point for them. Like, I've been in relationships before where my partner has been molested when they were, younger. And so that can limit or affect you being or having intercourse with your partner, like being sexual with your partner, because
And,
sometimes
yeah.
that bring up bad memories. You
Yeah,
know?
I've been in that situation.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It's like you said, you just gotta. I had to learn to watch how I approach certain things because it could remind them of what they went through. You know what I'm saying? And I was used to certain things from my past and being able to do certain things, but you just can't do that with everybody. 'Cause like you said, if they've been through something, it might hit them a little differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta watch how you approach even sex different.
Yeah, and you gotta
know?
understand and be patient. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not that they don't want to do these things with you.
No,
It's
it
just
just-
it's a trigger point.
Yeah.
It
It's
affects them
traumatizing.
differently. Yeah, exactly.
know?
I had to
And-
realize that.
And you can't be mad at them if they don't want to share with you what their past is and what their trigger points are, because a lot of people, and I can't say a lot of people, will judge them and had judged them based off of their past and how they act, which puts that guard right back up. So when they get into the next relationship, they don't want to share shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to share with you what
What
I
I've been
endured
through,
in my
yeah.
past or what I've been through.
But what I
You'll
what I
never
will
know.
say is all that's going to do though, honestly, is like I'm not mad at somebody that don't want to share, but do understand that I might continue to do what I'm doing,
Right.
and that's going to be
My mom go through an abusive relationship with my dad being out there cheating on her with neighbors and shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And then when my mom finally decided to leave him after the last time he laid hands on her, my mom had that grind in her. Like, she had 4 kids that she had to take care of. We moved around a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I told myself that I don't want a relationship like that. I don't want my partner to be out here fucking around on me, doing this, gone all day, and I don't know where you at, what you doing. Although I know where you at, I know what you're doing. So I ain't concerned about that. But that was the vision that I had in my head because that's what I saw most of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to communicate with each other and open up the gates to be able to understand each other's past, what they went through, even as teenagers or young adults, because some people don't even go through shit until they become adults.
They do. And like one of the biggest things that I've seen was our parenting. Like understanding our past, like that played a major part of our relationship. Understanding her past, because I'm like certain things. Like I've dated somebody before that was like extremely selfish. You know what I mean? But during the time we were in a relationship, I didn't understand why they were selfish. I was just like, damn, she's selfish as hell. But as I got older and I got with my wife and I started to learn different things, I understood why she was selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because of her childhood growing up. She was deprived of a lot of things. So it's always about me. Like, how can this benefit me? Does it make it right? No, it doesn't make it right. But I understand why you grind the way you do, or why you always saying, what's in it for me, or how can I benefit for this, because you've had so much taken from you in the past, you know?
Yeah. But even with that being the case, though, like, you have to learn that it's not always about you.
That's right.
And there's two people in a relationship. So if you only gonna focus on you and your needs and your wants, then how do you expect for that relationship to even work? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not realistic. And you're gonna have to learn to not be selfish and just work as a team. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times when people have such a traumatic past, it takes a strong person to be able to be with that person.
A calm person.
A calm
understanding person.
That's why I say, baby, you are definitely for me. Because you are for real.
Me like her is she can go down the line and kind of had a reason for everybody. You know, and it was sad because all these people was taking advantage of her because she ran away from home and needed places to stay. You know, and then the niggas that introduced me to her, they talk so highly of her. But then when I met her, you know what I'm saying? The day I met her and they saw her show interest in me, because I was going to Miami for 5 years before I met this girl. And every year, yo, you ain't meet so-and-so yet? Yo, she bad, showing me pictures. She this, she that. The one year I meet this girl and they see this much interest in me, they told me all the bad stories. Yo, she got this, she burning, she got this, she that, she fucked all of us. Yo, telling me all this shit, you know what I'm saying? So the weird part is, then she comes by one day and nobody's there, it's just me. So we just talking and we had a 2-hour long conversation.
It's supposed to be. It's gonna be the person that's gonna love you. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing for me. Like, for a long time, I was ashamed of my past. I was ashamed of it. I was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I did not want to talk about. I didn't want to discuss. But then as I got older, I was like, you know, that's my story. That's my truth. And if I start telling it, then it will help somebody that's going through it, because even though that was years ago, shit's still the same. People still go through things. People are still going through these terrible experiences in life, stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be scared to talk about what happened in your past, because it can be therapeutic to just really took the time to understand and want to talk to me and give me the opportunity to just let it all out.
That was your first counseling?
Yes, that was my. She was my first counseling session, and I'm just like, damn, like that felt so good to finally be able to just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for that, because I never had anybody ever take the time to even say, let's talk about it. Like, we're just gonna lay it out on the table. Like, I want you to just get it all out. I just really trying to understand who you are, where you come from, why you are who you are, you took the time to really know who I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I thank you for that.
You ain't gotta thank me. That's.
No, I do gotta thank you for that.
You ain't gotta thank me. No, thank you. I love you.
Oh, you know what?
I mean-
Parking lot after the show.
But I mean,
Y'all gonna jump me?
it was the best. It was the best feeling in the world, which has ever happened in
people-
my life.
People always, think that things are the worst until it gets worse.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
And we actually got a book coming out called Mold in the Clay.
Yeah.
To where she's gonna talk about a lot of the things that she's been through in her past, and I'm gonna talk about my past, and we're gonna show how we molded into what
Into
we have
one.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the union you
Yeah.
call the Clays, huh? Y'all gonna stop being perfect, man. I'm just telling y'all now.
We not being perfect, Rich. We just
Yeah.
telling our
We
story.
just like to,
yeah.
we just like to tell our story.
Yeah,
because-
y'all like being
Hopefully,
perfect. It's all
hopefully
right.
it motivate and inspire somebody.
Listen, if I had Jesus as a best friend,
You know what?
I'm sure my relationship would
And
be
I
perfect
keep,
too.
and I keep telling her that you be talking about her, and she's like, I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, Jesus